Hey, John, do you know if that was a commercial or a song?
Welcome back to the Reggae Hour on KHTS AM 1220.
It wasn't bad. I liked it.
It wasn't bad. It had a nice beat. Had a nice beat, but you couldn't dance to it.
Peter, do you know who it was or what it was? He doesn't know anything.
He doesn't know anything.
He doesn't.
He's as much of an expert as Jellyman, I guess. Oh!
Hey, Santa Clarita Hometown Station, AM 1220 KHTS is what you're listening to. In particular, it's the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. We're the radio digest version of the Santa Clarita Gazette and Free Classifieds for all you need to know to be in the know, John.
You've gotten that right the entire year, Doug. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's not true either.
Yeah, that's
all right. On the line, we have one of the Gazette's writers, one of our best investigative writers that we have, Mr. Josh Heath. Are you with us, Josh?
Thank you so much, Doug, for having me on the show today.
Hey, now we stumbled, and it was a story that we covered, and it's been covered a little bit, but it hasn't been on the radar screen a whole bunch, and that's about the billboard controversy.
The billboards
in the city of Santa Clarita, and it's the ones that run all along the railroad track from Railroad all the way around to Soledad.
Right.
And can you give us a little background on the story you wrote for it, Josh?
Sure. Well, the specs for this: Edwards Outdoor Advertising has been operating for the past 50 years on a lease from LA Metrolink to sell billboards along the railroad. In exchange for that to do this, they've tossed back a monthly rent to the Metro people.
Right.
Now, for the past 10 years, the city has wanted these things gone. There's over 100 of them currently, and city officials consider them a blight. They're never able to entice Metro to cancel the lease with Edwards, however, because Metro would lose out on the rent.
Makes sense.
A couple of years ago, Metro hires All Vision, a multinational ad firm made up of execs from CBS Outdoor and Viacom.
Josh, excuse me, do you know if did All Vision approach them, do you know, or did Metro go after All Vision? Do you happen to know that?
It's uncertain whether or not Metro first identified Santa Clarita as a problem themselves, or
as a problem or an opportunity.
Yeah.
And it depends on the way you look at it. But it is confirmed that All Vision, in their role as consultant for Metro, conceived of this concept to get the static billboards taken down in exchange for the digital. It did originate with All Vision, but it's not certain whether or not Metro identified Santa Clarita as a problem area or if All Vision selected Santa Clarita specifically.
So they're going to take out the old billboards and put in new billboards, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these new digital billboards, they can show multiple billboards every day. You can change them with the computer, and the 5 freeway and 14 freeway spots are prime real estate. Sure to lure Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and
all those guys.
Many other big paying people.
Hey, Josh, is it a one-for-one swap, or are we actually going to get rid of some billboards?
No, you're getting rid of... It's about a 20-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
There's currently 118 billboards that line the railroad right-of-way, and they're getting rid of all of them. Metro is never going to put another billboard up in exchange for only 3.
Wow.
Now, but the rub comes in, is the city going to compensate the billboard company that's basically going to have to go out of business?
Originally, no. But
they were not going to compensate them.
The plan was not to compensate until the concern was brought up at the Planning Commission meeting of the one dissenting voice who said, what's going on here? You know, Miss Edwards, the owner of Edwards Outdoor Advertising, needs to get some compensation. And that, with a combination of other protests from local business owners, led the city to change their approach. And sources tell me that they're currently in negotiations right now.
Wow, how do you negotiate a business with a business? I mean, closing a business that's been in business that long,
50 years,
and basically putting them out. That's a wow. That's got to be tough.
Now, in your article, Josh, you also wrote, and I assume you're able to confirm that the city is going to get a share in the profit on the digital billboard signs that are going up along the freeway. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes. They will be sharing in the revenue, what is estimated to be $400,000 to $600,000 each year. And considering per this deal, these new digital billboards will be up for 50 years, so you can do the math. If city revenues end up in the low ballpark of $400,000, that's still $20 million over a 50-year period.
Yeah, which they would have gotten, which they wouldn't have gotten a taste of if they kept this business in existence.
No, not a taste of.
So they did not share in any revenue from the current static billboards that line the railroad tracks now.
No, the city did not, and Metro did not. Okay. Currently, as Edwards is running the railroads, they only had to pay a monthly rent to Metro,
right?
And Edwards kept all of the revenue.
So now Metro is going to participate in the profit sharing and the city. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's the plan
Metro, the city, and All Vision.
Right. And All Vision's the firm that came in and started this ball rolling.
Yes.
Now, what we don't know, or maybe you can answer this, was Edwards Billboard Company given the right to bid on the digital billboards?
No, they were not.
What about, okay, so the buyout of Edwards, is that just going to come from the city, or is Metro going to kick in something? I mean, they seem to make a lot of money, too. You still there, Josh? Uh-oh. So it looks like we've got some technical difficulties. Peter, you're fired. Oh, okay, on his end. Oh, it wasn't Peter? Never mind. Peter, you're rehired.
But anyway, John, real quick, it's time for the break.
Yeah,
but
good timing.
This doesn't smell good to me. I'm sorry.
Somebody's making more money than they're letting on. It doesn't set right. Anyway, all right. Okay. Enough of that. We're going to have to go back to something more fun, Doug. We're alternating good, bad, good, bad.
Okay.
All right, you're listening to the Gazette Radio Hour on Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, and we'll be right back.